Hi. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking to you guys about ways to motivate yourself when you're trying to study. Now, this is a good video for anybody who's in university, college. You don't have to be in medical school. Some of you may know if you follow me on Instagram, which you can do over here or over here. I'll put a link somewhere. That I am a medical student, and being that I'm a medical student, I've been in school pretty much forever. So I know a little something about finding it hard to actually focus and get your work done because there is so much to do. And if you're in university or college, I know that you understand the struggle. So I'm just going to be giving some tips about how to motivate yourself so you can take your grades to the next level, because really all this whole school thing is about how well you can get yourself to do the work. So if you're anything like me, you might have some problems with motivation. It's really hard to, when you have this much work to do, to stay motivated and actually power through it. So, with medical school, law school, university, college, any kind of school that you're in, really, the first thing to know about if you're trying to self-motivate is that you're not going to be perfect. It's nearly impossible to be motivated all the time. A lot of the problems that I ran into is once I feel like I fell off, I just wouldn't bother getting back on the horse, because why? I already lost my momentum and I can't do this studying thing anymore anyways. I'm gonna be behind anyway. I might as well just forget about it and do what I want to do. Do not do that. Expect there to be delays. Expect to get demotivated. Expect to need a break. It's gonna happen. With all this work, it's gonna happen. You cannot get around it, so the thing to do is get through it. The rest of the tips that I'm gonna give you right now are going to help you to get through the hurdle of self-motivation. So, first tip I can say is have all your supplies ready. If you see me looking down, I have a list here. So if you're doing a project, you want to have all your, if you're using Bristol board or like a display, have that, have markers, have pens. Personally, me, I have a ridiculous amount of pens. I'm a little bit obsessed with stationery and writing tools and writing utensils and everything that you can get, at Staples or wherever you go for school supplies. I'm obsessed with that. I don't know why, but it just makes me feel like I should be doing some work, So, get your supplies, get your pens, get cue cards if you need cue cards. A big tip, have your textbooks. A lot of people don't like to buy textbooks because, sometimes for some courses, I think it depends on what you're studying. But I know for medical school, it's good to have some textbooks. Some schools might tell you that you don't need it, or some students higher up, like I remember some students in semesters higher than me, they would say, oh, you don't need this book. But I find that if I have some textbooks, it makes me feel, it's a mind thing, this whole studying thing. If you get it in your head that you have everything, so you need to get started, then you're more likely to get started. Buy your textbooks. If it's not in the budget to have all your textbooks new, I would recommend getting some secondhand stuff. Like, I've done that before, and textbooks are not cheap, but because it's going to help you to get through the work easier. Okay, tip number 2, you plan your course of action. So do what I do, make a list. They're like the best things. If you have a to-do list and you need to get this done, and this done in a certain amount of time, it's more likely that you're actually gonna do it. And if you get a plan in your head of how you're going to execute everything, then you'll feel like you can actually get it done. It will help to motivate you. Tip number 3 is to set the mood. And I don't mean studying is going to be something romantic. It's definitely not. Yeah, it's not. When I say set the mood, I mean, do you need to go somewhere quiet? Do you need to have some kind of background noise? Maybe you should, sit in a coffee shop for a while. For me, it depends. I think that it depends on my mood and the day. I used to think that I needed complete silence. Like, I come from a loud household. I have a lot of siblings and a lot of cousins and a lot of people coming in and out of the house. That used to really bug me. But I found that the right amount of noise and the right kind of noise kind of helps, because I needed to get out of this place one day and I said, hey, let me just go to Starbucks. Like, I got a lot done. I was surprised. Make your environment the place where you want to study. Tip number 4. For me, I love, and this can kind of be a little bit of a trap if you're not careful, get on social media. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, that have, study motivation. They have like little memes that are really cute, and some of them are funny depending on whatever field of study you're in. But join these groups, and sometimes when I see other people studying or see all the layouts that some Instagram accounts have, it really makes me feel like I need to be studying right now. This is something that I should be doing. If they can do it, I can do it. So, go on YouTube, watch, motivational videos such as this one. And it'll get you in the mood and make you feel like, you really have a purpose and you need to get through it and make it happen. But remember, be careful. Do not get sucked into the black hole of Instagram, because that happens to me, Lord. I don't know how often. Try to temper yourself. On the converse side of that, I have tip number 5, I think. And that is to block your distractions and feed your focus. For me, it's the internet. As I said, it's a slippery slope. It's a two-way street. It can really motivate you, or it can really mess up your day. Find out what you can cut off. There are actually websites that block other websites that you waste time on. Actually, I had a friend when I was doing basic sciences who, whenever exam blocks rolled around, she would be like, here, take my phone and change my Facebook account password. So I had her passwords to everything, and I did not give it up to her until she got what she needed to get done. So, if you have someone that you trust that much, you could try that. Or you could use these websites and block Facebook, block Twitter, block whatever. Do people even go on Twitter on computers? I don't know. But drop off the grid if you have to. Don't go out. Don't allow yourself any creature pleasures until you get through what you need to do. Sometimes it just has to be done. Sometimes you just have to bite the bullet, get it over with, and just, fall off the face of the earth. What can I say? It's not the best thing for your social life. However, if you're a medical student, law student, engineering student, really any kind of student where you take your grades very seriously, sometimes for a short amount of time, it's okay to just fall off the grid. And then once you do that, really, you don't have anything to do but study. Next tip, number 6, create a reward system for yourself. 50 minutes of hardcore studying, no distractions, no losing focus. If I can get through that 50 minutes, then I'm gonna go and watch an episode of a show that I like, and I don't have to feel guilty about it. because that's my thing too. Like I will feel guilty. Like while I'm not studying, I'm feeling guilty the whole time. And is that really even fun if you have to feel guilty about doing what you enjoy? No. So just create a reward system for yourself. And one last tip to get yourself motivated to study. And this one is really hard to do actually, but if you're able to, just do it. Like Nike, you know? The more you start to do stuff, the more inspired you'll feel to continue. If you can just get started, then you'll most likely feel inspired to just keep the momentum going. Maybe you're not ready, maybe the mood is not perfect, maybe you don't have all your supplies, but you know, just do it. Let's see if that works for you. I hope this is helpful to anyone out there who might be struggling a little bit. And I know there are people out there that are struggling with this, because I have struggled with it. I still struggle with it. It's never ending. Med school life. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I don't have anything else to say except stay beautiful. Good luck with all the studying. I hope this helps in some kind of way. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.